Okay, so we pick up where we left off with the glamping trip. It's the last day of the glamping trip, and pretty much Candy has woke up with a chip on her shoulder. She pretty much feels some kind of way because of the things that happened at the table, with Marlo bringing up the situation with Candy being a lesbian, everybody going around the table trying to find out, the Scooby-Doo clue as to who said that Candy was a lesbian. And turns out Porsha was the one who said that she was in the closet. However, she was not the one that said she was a lesbian. It was Phaedra who said that she was a lesbian. But however, being a fake bitch that Phaedra is, she allowed Porsha to take all of the heat for what the fuck she said. So because of all of that, Candy decided that she wanted to leave the trip early, just due to the fact that she really don't want to be bothered with none of them. She don't want to ride the bus with them. She's irritated by the whole situation, so she don't want to be around them. So for her own sanity, she's gonna leave. And to be quite honest, I really don't blame her, because I really don't understand why the whole subject about bisexuality and lesbian and all of this stuff is even taboo in the year 2017, where at that time 2016, the shit is everywhere. The shit is on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, people getting reality shows for sex changes and shit like that. The shit ain't taboo no more. This is not the 90s. So I don't understand why gay talk is still so taboo and still a hot topic. It shouldn't even be no hot topic anymore. Whoever somebody decides to fuck, suck, slurp, whatever, is their fucking business. So I still don't understand why, why it's such a big topic, especially on this show. I'm kind of getting disgusted by it, because damn, I mean, this is all the drama y'all can come up with about who fucked who. Like, it's really ridiculous if you ask me. But I do understand why Candy wanted to leave. So she went over to Cynthia. She told Cynthia, she pretty much told her, I'm not going to ride the bus with y'all, because I'm really irritated by Porsha and the bullshit. So I'd rather just leave on my own and just go back to Atlanta by myself. And Cynthia was like, well, all right, child. You know what I'm saying? I understand. And, to keep a situation from getting heated, you're going to leave. So I do understand it. So then, they all get on the bus, and Sheree pretty much tries to get Phaedra to own up to what the hell she said. And Phaedra still sitting up there not owning up to what she said. And that's my whole thing with these Phaedra fans. Like, Phaedra been lying. Phaedra been lying since season 3 pretty much. And you mean to tell me that y'all cannot see when this bitch is lying? The bitch is a big liar. The lies that she tell as big as her damn lips. Let's just be motherfucking honest. The bitch knows she can lie. And she really sat there and let Porsha, her so-called freaking frat buddy, take the blame for the shit she said. Now, granted, Porsha did throw the shade and say, or still in the closet. Now, she did say that. That still wasn't right, but she said it. She owned up to what the fuck she said. But Phaedra, on the other hand, did not own up to a motherfucking thing. She sat there and kept sipping on her water, wine, whatever the fuck her big lip ass was drinking, and she had nothing to say. And that's why I'm so mad with Porsha right now, because she's just going so hard for Phaedra and all of that, and Phaedra just leaving her out there for the wolves to eat her ass up. Because you really sat there and let this girl get ate up at the table over something that you put out there. You're the one who said that Candy was a full-blown lesbian, fucking Shamita. You said that. Porsha really didn't say that. Now, Porsha throwing her shade about her being a closeted lesbian was not, wasn't cool either, like I said earlier. But Phaedra really was the one who kicked the shit off, and she didn't even own up to it. She let Porsha take the blame for it. And everybody was surprised when Cynthia told him, Candy decided to leave early after what happened last night. And, Porsha was like, well, I didn't think that was big. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, me saying that. Yeah, I said the shade. So, no, I didn't think it was a big deal. Which it probably wasn't to you. But the way that Sheree put it out there was like, you said it. She put it out there like you said it. Basically threw you under the bus, but didn't even say shit about Phaedra. Now, that's one thing about Sheree that I gotta have against her. Because of the simple fact, she's the one that's been taking all these bones and giving it to everybody all season. Now, she's been doing that all season. However, she hasn't necessarily been, being called out for her own mess, because Sheree came back on here guns blazing. She telling everybody business. She can't hold water. She can't even hold shit. You can't pay Sheree to be constipated, because she can't hold a day. She can't hold her shit for nothing. So at the end of the day, she's not being called out for her bullshit. And I'm kind of hoping that she is getting called out at the motherfucking reunion, because Sheree has kept up so much shit all season that it really don't make no damn sense. So it was so funny to see Cynthia and her teenage daughter alongside her assistant have this conversation about what happened on the glamping trip when all the women decided to bring up Candy's sex life. And she was like, well, she pretty much sat there and said, well, I had a girl on girl experience and blah blah blah. And Noelle was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Because I would have been the same way if my mother told me that she had a girl on girl experience. Not that I would have judged her for it, because I mean, really, who hasn't done shit that they never thought they would do? Because I know I've done a couple of things sexually that I never thought that I would fucking do, but that's nobody's business. Hope my mom ain't watching this part. But at the end, because she does watch my videos, I will say that. But at the same point in time, it was funny as hell to see Cynthia tell her that. And it's like, damn, all y'all bitches done dipped in a lady pool before, haven't you? Like, all y'all bitches have experience with a girl. And then when Cynthia was like, had I known that Candy was a lesbian, we could have slept together when I stayed with her. And then that's when Noelle was like, oh my god. And I thought this shit was so funny. For once, Cynthia making me laugh, and she's not getting on my nerves. And she hasn't gotten on my nerves all season, so I can get at the Cynthia. She's actually made me laugh. All of her confessionals have made me laugh this whole season. So kudos to you, Cynthia. Kudos to you. So then, Candy goes over there to the Candy Coated Click. She can't go wrong without her talking to the Candy Coated Click about what happened. So she pretty much tells them that she wants to sit down with Porsha and talk to Porsha, because she's very irritated and very upset that Porsha decides that she wants to put her on blast about what she's doing in her motherfucking bedroom when she's a lesbian herself. If I'm a lesbian, she's a lesbian. She's kissed me in the mouth. She's told me that she wants to eat my till I came and all of that stuff. Like, she said all of that to me. That's basically what Candy was saying. So then she was like, and she has been calling me since we left, so blah blah blah. And then, Todd was there, and he said that he witnessed the girl on girl kiss between Porsha and Candy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, girls get drunk and, they just have a good time and feel all on each other and stuff like that. Because me personally, I had a best friend a couple of years ago. He had a horrible day. And it had a lot to do with his ex-boyfriend. And his ex-boyfriend had stolen his identity or something like that. And all he went to the courts to get it together. And then after he left the court, all he wanted to do was get some alcohol and get drunk and just forget about everything. So me being a friend that I am, I'm like, okay, bitch, let's go get some alcohol. So we got some alcohol. We went over to a friend's house, invited all of our friends over just so we can drink and have a good time. And we got drunk. He got touchy-feely. He licked all on my arm. He licked all on me. And he kissed me in the mouth and pinned me down. That's just what happened. And he didn't remember it the next day, of course, but they had video footage of it, so he saw it and he was laughing. But I must say that the kiss was wonderful, and we both agreed that if we got drunk again, we would most definitely share a kiss again. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, it happens. And she said that she's going to confront Porsha about the situation, because she's pretty much annoyed and irritated because she feels like Porsha is trying to come for her. So then Phaedra goes to this white lady, her lawyer, and is it just me, or did her lawyer seem a little bit off to me? Like, she seemed very off. I don't know what it is about her, but she came off as off. You know what I'm saying? Like, really off. But she told her that a divorce was final and all of that stuff. So, even though, there's things about the marriage that she's gonna miss, she's still happy that she's out of that situation. Because even though I'm not an advocate for Phaedra at this point, Apollo did put her through a lot of shit. That's one thing we all can agree on. Apollo put her through a lot of motherfucking shit, and can't nobody take that from her. He did put her through some shit. He really did put her through a lot of shit. So I'm happy that it's over for her. So then, Riley, I don't know what made Candy think that this was a grand idea, but she put Riley in the studio because Riley, was supposed to go see Block a month ago, and apparently he never came. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really fucked up. But like I said, I always have to put in my real life experiences because I'm 100 like that. My dad used to do the same thing. He'll come home from New Jersey and he would tell me and my sister that he gonna come and that we gonna spend some time with him and our family and our siblings that we don't never get to see. And I had grown accustomed to the lies. However, my sister didn't. So because of that, she'll take a bath, put on some clothes, comb her hair, everything, get ready, and he'll never show up. And that would be the hardest thing to watch because she would fight with me about my feelings about him and how I said that he wasn't shit and he's a deadbeat and all this who shot John mess that I used to say about him. But in all reality, she was defending him. And now it's really funny how the tables have turned at this point because me and my father are cool, but she really doesn't have a relationship with him because she has some sort of bitterness towards him about the way we were treated as kids. I know that he didn't try to treat us like that, but we were treated like we were just outsiders. We really wasn't your kids. We always got lied to, and we never got none of your time. So I understand it, but I'm over it. I'm like, at this point, I'm 28 years old, so whatever happened in the past happened in the past. You know, sometimes men can get over things faster than a woman can, but you know it is what it is. So she goes into the studio and the girl sounds a mess. And Candy, I'm not gonna stay on Riley for too long, but just know that she hurt my ears in this studio trying to sing. The girl can't sing, Candy. She clearly ain't got your escape voice at all, because you barely got it at this point in time. But girl, Riley can't sing. Keep her ass out the studio. You did right by telling her to get her ass out the booth, because she can't sing. She can't sing. She was gonna blow the damn microphone open with that voice. So then, you know, Phaedra go over to Porsha's new house. And while it's a nice house, Porsha, it's just you in the house. Why do you need that big ass house like that? It ain't nobody in that motherfucker but you. Why do you need a big ass house like that? I know there are some cute condos that you can buy that's just as nice as their house. Why do you need something big like that? I just feel like Porsha just do the most. But you can't tell nobody how to spend their money, because I'm not here to judge no bitch on how they spend their money. So if you got the money to spend, you spend it however the fuck you want to. But me personally, if it was just me in the house, I would not be buying no big shit like that, paying a high ass note on it. Even if it was me and somebody that I was dating, I still wouldn't buy no big ass house like that. It's just us. Ain't nobody else in that motherfucker. But she told Porsha that about the divorce and how everything was going and how it's final. And they touch on Apollo's new girlfriend. And they feel, you know, Phaedra was like, I've known that he had this girlfriend for a while, so I don't understand why Apollo was so angry with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a woman, so why is he so mad with me? You know, he's mad that I got a divorce, but he got a whole lady, which is understandable. Like, Apollo, why the fuck you so mad? You got a woman. You got another woman, so why you mad? I don't understand, but I never understand anything that's dealing with Apollo. So then, you know, Cynthia has this runway show coming up. And she wants to put Cairo in it because she feels she wants to put Cairo and she wants to put Noel in it. And because Cairo is interested in modeling, she wants to put him in the show and, you know, just give him a head start on what it's going to be like being on the runway. So she brings it up to Sheree, and the first thing that Sheree asks is if he's going to be compensated for doing it. So I'm just sitting up here like, Sheree, why would he be compensated? Like, it's a lot of things that he's gonna do that is not gonna be money related. Like, she already looking at the dollar signs and his damn feet ain't even wet yet. He ain't even put his feet in the water yet, and she already looking for shit like that. Then she gonna have all these damn demands. If you want him to be into modeling, you need to get with the fucking program. You know what I mean? And like Cynthia said, it's really up to you and it's up to Cairo on what he wants to do. If he still wants to do it despite the fact that he's in school. You know what I'm saying? So Sheree, you should have known what you was getting yourself into this when you decided to catapult your son into modeling. You know it's a big demand. So girl, come on now. So now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole episode. When Candy and Porsha met up with each other. And I must say that was the most disgustingly entertaining shit I've seen all motherfucking season. So Candy confronts Porsha about saying that she was a lesbian. And you know, a lot of people on Twitter were saying, why is she coming for Porsha when Phaedra was the one that said it? The reason why she's coming for Porsha about it is simply because of the fact that it wasn't brought to her like Phaedra said it. The way Sheree brought it to Candy is the way the way Sheree brought it to Candy is that Porsha was the one saying that she was a lesbian in the closet. Here's my take on it. First of all, Porsha, why are you still holding on to the block thing? If you fuck block, you just fuck block. Why does it matter? It was in the past. If I fucked somebody in the past years ago, why would I be mad about it? I mean, that's just another notch on my belt for me. Honestly, it's a lot of motherfuckers that I fucked in the past that I wish I never fucked and wish I could unfuck. But at the end of the day, why does it matter? Why are you so pressed about that? And like she already told you, she never went into your sex life when she was talking to Sheree about the situation. The thing that she said was, y'all used to kick it, y'all used to date, and y'all did date. But when you get in front of the camera, you want to lie because you told the girl that you fucked blocks and you told her about the positions you was in and all sorts of shit. And let me tell y'all something. One thing about Candy, she gonna keep it real. Now, I'm not just capping for Candy because this season I went off on her too. She's annoyed me. She's annoyed the shit out of me like everybody else have this season. But one thing about this particular situation, Candy ain't got no reason to lie. The bitch got a sex toy line. The bitch got a whole internet show about sex. Why would she lie about having a sex dungeon? Why would she lie about being in a lady pool? Why would she lie about any of that? Porsha is the one that's lying and deflecting, okay? She's the one that's doing it. She just don't want her personal business out. But she can sit up here and make insinuations and say that Porsha, that Candy is a lesbian in the closet. Now, she didn't start the rumor, but she did make her insinuation when Candy walked away from the conversation with Sheree and herself. She did do that. And you know, just like Candy said, I never went into your sex life. But when you tried to come for me at the dinner that I had with you and Sheree, and you tried to come at me, my thing about it was, I said you did have sex with Block, but I didn't tell Sheree that. I'm telling you that to your face. And that's the thing, she's saying it to y'all face. It's not like she's going around saying it behind y'all back. She's saying it to your face. Unlike Phaedra. Phaedra never said nothing to Candy's face. When she was mad with her and saying that she wasn't her friend, she never said anything to her face. And then Porsha wants to say that she wasn't coming for Candy. You were coming for her. In defense of your freaking frat buddy, you were coming for her, bitch. It was all about Phaedra. It wasn't even about you. And you got yourself involved in Candy and Phaedra's beef. And now you're in the middle trying to defend this bitch who hung you up to dry this whole time. At that damn glamping trip, she let you take the fall for what the fuck she said. She let your ass get burned. And you steady sitting up here going at Candy. And it's so fucking funny to me. Then, after all of that, you won't own your shit with Block. Then you won't own your shit about kissing Candy in the club when we all know Candy and I already got the text messages and put your ass on blast. Then you just throwing out shit about Marvin, his alias being, Todd's alias being Marvin, about Candy having a woman for 7 years and all of this stuff. You talking about, that's what the blog's saying. I ain't never read no blog saying that that girl been in no relationship with no woman. Porsha would do anything to deflect the truth. And she just a fake bitch. Just real talk. Like, you just a fake ass bitch. You did fuck Block. You did kiss Candy in the mouth. You dip in the lady pool. What's the big deal? If you can admit to being pissed on, why can't you admit to liking to eat a little pussy from time to time, or another bitch eating your pussy from time to time? What's the big deal? If you want to sit up here and talk about everybody else's business, but see, my thing about it is you're trying to out somebody, but your own man was a full-on queen bitch. That's what I'm saying. But girl, I can't. That's why Candy walked away. You can't argue with a liar, because a liar would do anything to make themselves look good. And that's exactly what the fuck Porsha was doing, trying to make herself look squeaky clean. But y'all, that's all I gotta say. This is my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because this camera is about to cut off. So my social media and all of that will be at the bottom. Talk to y'all later. Peace.